The genuine question is: black tax a thing for people in Nigeria?
First of all, you see, you've not sent me money for this Christmas. I want to start with that one.
Yo, I was talking to one of my guys earlier this week, and he was telling me about how the month of December for him is like one of the worst months because he works a care job, but because he has to send a lot of money home to his family back in Nigeria, both like his direct his direct relatives and his more extended ones, but he was just complaining and talking about how frustrating and exhausting it is, like trying to work for people in Nigeria, and I feel like that's something that we don't talk about a lot. I think the framing for it recently is black tax, and I don't see people talk about how hard it has been to navigate that as a black person in diaspora, and how it is and how challenging it is to be able to like decide when to put yourself first, and also be responsible for your family and friends back home in Nigeria. So that's what we'll be discussing today. I would love to get your perspective, OJ. You know what? For who's in UK. How's that been for you? Like, when did you first realize, since moving abroad, that black tax is a thing?
Man, honestly speaking, it seems every single celebration,
Yeah.
every single season, it hits me hard. I remember that, yes, I do have a lot of people back home, like families, cousins. In fact, in my own situation, it's not even my direct family members. It's more like an extended family members because most of my brothers and they're not yet they're not in Nigeria, they're outside Nigeria. But my my cousins, even my friends, those I went to, secondary school with, um, honestly, there was this guy that I won't mention his name because I don't want to make him feel any way, but because you might even know him, Mr. Paddy. We all went to Unizik, and this guy have never checked up on me. One day on Facebook, he just sent me videos, and the videos were like someone I don't know was in the hospital with a swollen leg, and you now wrote a paragraph message. And I did help him the first time. Then after 2 months again, he did the same thing. And all of these things, it causes a little bit of pressure because, we all, Paddy, I'm sure you understand, like, we have our pressures here, we have our tax, we have our bills. And I don't think they understand that. But the pressure makes sometimes you feel bad that you can't help them, but you genuinely want to help them. But if you decide to start helping everybody, you might not even be able to help yourself. Yeah, this season, this last period, it can be a lot because I'm having the same issues right now.
Yeah, I hear you. And that's something that people don't talk about a lot because everyone thinks about the money, the financial part to it, but no one actually considers the emotional stress that comes along with it. You get, but OJ, being in Nigeria and living close to your parents, the genuine question is: black tax a thing for people in Nigeria?
First of all, you see, you've not sent me money for this Christmas. I want to start with that one. But how far you now? You go send me money this Christmas, but anyway, but this is serious, so I will send me money this Christmas. But let's move along. The thing about black tax is that I don't know why it's called black tax because we are a people grounded in culture. Part taking care of our loved ones, our parents, and by extension, every other person that comes with it is a thing that happens regardless of where you are. So whether you're living in Lagos, Abuja, Oka, wherever, if you have people at home, you have siblings, you have parents, it is kind of required as culture to send money back home, especially if you are doing well. Whether it is proper or not, I don't think that's the debate. It is proper. It is a thing. It is difficult sometimes, but I think it's just what it is. It is a thing here. It happens. It happens a lot. I know that. Not that I saw my parents are okay, but I do send things once in a while back home. My siblings too. I am the first, so I have a lot of younger ones who are actually sentenced to. It is a thing. I don't feel it is such a big burden. It happens, but I don't see it with the light that it should be called black tax. I don't know
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a very interesting take. I haven't spoken to that many non-black folks on this particular topic, so but I'll be curious to know if they also navigate life in that with those same expectations. Let me know if
No,
it's
to be fair,
a general thing.
I think sorry
Go
to
ahead,
cut you
OJ.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think why it's called black tax because I've spoken to like one of my good friends is Italian, and I won't say that they don't value their family. I won't say that they don't have a family system. They do have a family system, but the government, in their country has made it has structured it in a way whereby, you know, they can get people like, their parents can actually get benefits if they need to. And also, their parents didn't raise them with the mindset of them taking care of them when they get old. Not just that again,
right.
um, we live in a communal system in Africa, especially, raising you. For example, when I was growing up, my cousin was living with us. So we are like all one big family. And in the system here, it's not like that. Like everybody, they believe more in nuclear than in extended. So yeah, the pressures are not really much on them based on maybe the culture and also the society they grew up in. Yeah, but
Right.
that's why it's called black tax because it's majorly more of like people of color. I don't like, yeah, yeah.
See, people of color.
People of color, like, because even Paddy, I don't know if,
People call us a term now, OJ. What do you mean?
for example, Asians, like for example, Asians, I won't even use the word black tax because I think Asians also do the same thing.
Yeah,
Because I know Asians have similar culture where they have
Yeah.
to send their money back home for their cousins. So I think the narrative of it being called black tax should actually be rephrased. Maybe we should call it a cultural tax or cultural tax. I don't know.
bro, that is correct. It should be culture tax and not and not black tax. You know what?
Yeah.
You guys just made me see this from different lights. Because when I was thinking about this topic as something to discuss today, my focus was on black because that was my experience. But yeah, it should be culture tax. It should be framed as culture tax. So moving forward, let's start the petition to
Call it
change
culture
it.
tax.
But to be fair, I think it's very beautiful though, in a way,
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, you know, the communal life we live helps us to be able to help each other, to know how our brothers or how our relatives are doing. It's going to be
yeah,
so unfortunate that you're in the capacity to help someone and you don't even know if the person was ill and then something bad happened. So for me, I don't think it's the cultural tax as we rephrased it is bad. However, I feel like the pressure can be a lot,
yeah,
and
Yeah, but
yeah,
sorry to cut in.
yeah,
I want so because again, I think our realities are very different, and but when you say pressure, what is like? Yeah, I think that there are people whose families might need a little more, but if your family needs a little more to that somehow they're pressuring you, it means that you are coming from a background where they also were under a lot of stress or pressure to put you where you are at. I don't know if that makes sense. So, making it look like you are under a lot of pressure, does it make like okay? So, like I said, I don't understand the realities of you guys, but I do know that from here, it's not a lot of pressure. If you don't get, you don't get. If you get, you
yeah,
give. When you don't get, you just whine everybody, and then you move on. Like, does
okay.
that
Oh,
you get that?
I get the question that you're trying to ask. You're trying to say that it should not be framed as pressure because the people that are reaching out to us for support sort of invested in us to get us to where we are right now.
Kind
So
of.
it should be seen more as paying back.
ROI.
All right. Paying back on the investment.
oh my goodness.
But I think the pressure for us in diaspora is more because there is this idea that once we step outside our house, there's this
Get
tree
big
that has
money,
dollar bills that we have plucked
dollar.
from. So there is that heightened expectations from people in Nigeria, both family and non-family members that are close to us, having this
Yeah, I get that.
expectation that we will give them our resources. But
And you guys give them big money.
I also want to be clear on this episode that we're not trying to say, we're not trying to be anti-family or anti-supportive. Please support your families and support your friends if you have the
Disclaimer.
means to do it. But don't go and kill yourself to try to support them or do something that will be illegal. I beg. That said, I know the other thing that came up for me when I was thinking about this topic was, I remember talking to my friend a few years ago, and we're just having like a conversation. We haven't spoken. You will know him. Yeah, we haven't spoken in a long time. So we spoke one time. He was in our class. Let me mention his name. And then he asked me, "Oh, how much am I making?" And I was just transparent and told him how much I was making. And he was like, let's say I told him 100K. Like 100K, that's in a month. That's like 8 to 10K a month. So that's like 10 million naira in 1 month. How about Paddy? Do for me now. You get.
Be waiting for you.
So it was just like the way that he was able to solve the math for me so quick, and was giving me requests on what I should help him do, without understanding that while yes, I might be taking home 10K in a month, or I'm earning 10K in a month, there are other things that I'm paying out of that 10K. I have a life myself to live.
Are you taking 10K?
And then the biggest, no, I'm just giving an instance. And the biggest thing here is the tax that comes out of that. So yes, people don't realize that there are these other costs that we have to deal with and manage ourselves. With that, do you think it's right or wrong, or maybe somewhere in the middle, to tell family how much you actually earn?
Mr. Paddy, to be very honest with you in this particular topic,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back on what OJ said. So OJ, I understand that you asked, you said that if these people saw us through our education, that we should be able not to feel pressured when they ask for something. To be fair, I don't think my family, my family, like my immediate family, causes me any form of pressure. No, there's nothing my mom would ask, or my brother, my sisters, I would feel pressured. If like these guys, I feel like they are part of me. But the reasons why I use the word pressure is, imagine when you wake up in the morning, you go on Instagram or Facebook at least once every, maybe 2 messages every week. You see a homeboy that you want to have a normal, genuine conversation that lives in Nigeria, like your old friends. And you guys will talk small, and then the next thing is that they'll fire you with a problem. It just kills a lot, because you're in your mind, you're like, I understand that you're struggling, but I might have my own struggles at that point. And when you calculate the number of people that does this, then you will understand it's a lot of pressure. If you decide to help, they always come back, and it's not just one person. So imagine you're working, and the people you that are close to you, maybe friends or cousins or relatives, that you just want to check up on, and it's all about them trying to tell you a problem for you to solve. It's subconsciously you feel sad that you can't do that, because you wish you could have done it, but you can't just keep
You can't
giving
help
out.
everyone. You can't
You
save
have your
everyone.
own goal. Yeah, and then coming to what Mr. Paddy said.
But let's shift gears, or maybe we can answer the both of them.
Ask the question again, make I answer.
The question at the time, and let me add the second one, a part B to it. Is it okay to tell your family members how much you earn?
No.
And now, I jump in to say no.
Maybe they talk about pressure. Why are we feeling pressure?
I cannot do that.
Wait. The second part of the question is, when is it okay to say no? To Ufo's point earlier about the emotional and betrayal pieces that comes with saying no to family. So, OJ, back to you. You say no before.
So you cannot, you see, your income is your private matter. You cannot tell them what you earn. See, if we're being realistic, even
Yeah.
if you want to tell them, you have to give them a number that is way below. You have to have a buffer zone between how much you actually earn and how much people think you earn, including your family. So I'm not saying lie, I'm just saying be a little bit creative with the truth. Make sure you leave yourself on some buffer zone, or just ignore those questions. The second part is, what was the second question again? When it is okay to say no.
Mm-hmm.
You see, at the end of the day, if you are not having, if you're not having it easy, you have to say no. I have a story I want to tell. It might be a little bit off track, but we lost somebody in the faculty a while ago. You guys all know the guy. I don't want to mention his name, but he was supposed to come back. He died in an accident and was supposed to come back to see his people. He did not need to come back. I don't know if that makes sense. If
Not
he did
really.
come,
No, he didn't. What do you mean?
OJ,
okay,
OJ,
so
OJ, OJ, what
let
is
me
smoked?
let me rephrase. All right, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
I'm trying not to be insensitive,
You better
but
say OJ is not having my symptoms.
but
Eh?
but wait, no, but see, wait, calm down, calm down. See, the thing is that you have to save yourself first in order to be able to save other people.
Okay,
You
yeah, yeah.
you're not doing yourself any good by depleting yourself just because you want to be sacrificial lamb. The moment you are done, and the show must go on. So yes, it is okay to say no as much as you want to say, as long as you are saying it for a good reason. And honestly, you don't need to have an explanation for that reason, because at the end of the day, people will always complain and people will say that you did this and did that. So you might as well just say no when you want to say no and when you have to say no. The show must go on. Life will continue.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And you hinted on something briefly when we were talking about this, how we should always prioritize ourselves. Even in an airplane mode, even on planes too, they'll tell you put your mask on first before assisting someone
Before
else.
helping somebody
Before
else.
assisting someone else. Yes. But one thing that people don't talk about a lot is the guilt that comes with saying no. Right.
Yeah.
Like
In
yes,
fact,
it's okay. Yes, it's okay to say no, but there's a guilt tax attached to it. Because people
in
Yeah.
now
fact,
people now start to now try to downplay their enjoyment. Maybe be like say did they enjoy too much.
But you're not supposed to enjoy it too much if your people they
I
suffer.
no
But
go
the thing
like
is that is your
I no go
money,
like
right?
the
You're
party.
supposed to enjoy your money. Go ahead,
For
though.
party, you know
Bro,
that you know I like pictures and like videos. I like to post a lot.
Yeah,
Have you guys realized that these past few years, the way I'm very low key, like so
exactly.
low
That guilt
key.
tax.
you you
It's
know
a
there is
guilt,
a,
because think
there's a
about
very
it, guys. Think about it. OJ, think about it this way. Imagine someone that is close to you asks you for money, and maybe you helped one time, and the person, and these guys always come with a very strong story,
wahala
emotional
dey
story, and
wahala no
then
dey
and
for
then
them.
you would tell the person, I'm sorry, I have this to do, which sometimes they don't even understand. And then the next day, you're posting a video of yourself traveling to a different country for holidays, or maybe you're just balling. Like, it's okay, but just in my opinion, I'm like, if you cannot help them, don't hurt them. So
So
I just stay low key, and I realize whenever I post something, oh my
Billy
God,
follows.
you go follow with Billy.
come
Don't wait.
come to YouTube, yes.
Anyway,
I
So I just told
anyways,
myself,
guys.
let's just be low key,
there's
and
there's
because
something about
if you don't even post, OJ, this is truth. If you don't post, they barely remember you. In fact, I realized that when I stopped posting, I get messages like
way less than when you were not
Yeah.
getting, you're not posting. But,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
but there's
But
something I want to.
anyways, guys, I think I see our time. I don't want us to go any longer. Again, this is 21 minutes episode. Again, this is 21 minutes where we take 21 minutes of your life and you never get it back. If you love this episode, like and subscribe because that would help us and that would help you and you get more of this. Just to sum up what we discussed today, it's okay to say no to people that are pressuring you for funds. You should prioritize looking after yourself first before looking out for people outside yourself. And if you know people that are in diaspora, people that are in the abroad, and you're in Nigeria, there's a good tax that we all pay when we say no to you. So please be mindful of that. Any final thoughts of you?
You go send me money. Make two of una try send me Christmas money. I beg.
This was really good, guys. I love this. I love this conversation.
All right.
Thank you.